Hey everyone, what's up? Welcome to Sin on the Chat. This is your girl Sin. All right, let's get started. So a couple days ago, I was on my phone, I was doom scrolling, I was on Instagram, and I came across a Shade Room post. All right, it was Premadonna going off on Coach Stormy. Now, I really want everybody to pay attention to this video because I'm gonna break down this interaction. I'm going to go over some actual facts regarding this topic that I think will be helpful to everyone, okay? Because there's a lot of bullshit being thrown around about this sort of thing. So if you guys did not see it, Premadonna, who I believe she has a cookbook, makes some good food, and has like some cooking appliances that she sells or something of the sort. She was offended by Coach Stormy, who's like an entrepreneur. A video that she put out where she was selling like some cleansing product, like a detox product, something that helps guide you with weight loss or something of the sort. In the video, Coach Stormy says, you know, if you lose weight, you will be more respected, you'll become inspirational, highly regarded, and all of that. This, for some reason, rubbed Premadonna the wrong way. All right, so before I continue, let's just get right into this video.
Y'all want to know a way to gain respect? Lose some weight. If you're overweight and nobody respects you, and I know y'all not going to like this, the minute you lose weight, you become, so inspirational. The minute you lose weight, you...
Like, why y'all so obsessed with this weight loss culture? And then, why y'all go get all this surgery, fix all these modifications on your body, and then try to tell the next woman how to love their self? Stormy, I'm with you when you right, but right now you dead ass wrong. God ain't give you no platform to put down so many women. You don't know what people going through and why they can and cannot lose weight. Because real women fluctuate. Some people may be dealing with thyroid issues, fibroid issues, stress, depression, whatever it is that it is. You selling a product to these people and you are trying to appease. You don't have to do that to sell no cleanse, girl. What is wrong with you? This is the most ignorant, foolish statement that ain't proven nowhere but in the mind of delusion that you represent right now. Let me tell you something. The bigger I got, the bigger the blessings, the bigger the respect. If you want respect from people, you know how you get respect? You got to give respect, okay? I don't agree with nothing she's saying, and I wholeheartedly know Stormy. I know this since I was 15 years old. Ain't nobody gonna check Premadonna by my opinion. You dead ass wrong. You have a platform. You need to go back and allow.
Initial video was like a larger video, so I don't know if there was like more that she said that set Premadonna off, but this is the context that she was responding to, that she cited and screen recorded. So I want to get into this. What Coach Stormy said is proven to be actual facts. Everything that Premadonna said is proven to actually be ignorant, and she's actually accusing Coach Stormy of being ignorant. And it appears, according to the information that I found online, that Premadonna is actually the delusional one in this situation. I'm not sure why she came to Instagram to try to air this woman out or try to make her look stupid or feel stupid when she, in fact, made herself look really, really ignorant by the things that she said. Now, I understand that sometimes we don't like to hear certain things. If it applies to us, we don't like to hear the truth. So let's break it down. I'm going to pull up some interesting information that I found regarding this also. So Premadonna says here, you know, the bigger I got, the bigger my blessings got. No, the bigger that probably the clogged arteries got, the bigger that your chance at becoming diabetic got, the bigger that you have increased your rate for heart disease and things like that. Now, this is not a fun topic. It's not a scandalous topic, but these are things that people, you know, she referred to bigger women as real women, or, you know, there were things like this in this comment section. Being bigger does not equate being real. I'm just being a real woman means you standing on business, you're taking care of yours, and biologically, if you're a real woman, just means you have, you know, female chromosomes, you know, genitalia and things like that on that level. do with being bigger. Being bigger decreases your value. It does. In the eyes of society, it doesn't matter what we think. We may know someone who's big, and we may know them on a very personal level, on an individual level, and think that they're the greatest person, right? Because we know them. So we don't judge them based on their appearance. But in the real world, when you go out and you come encounter with thousands and hundreds of thousands and millions of people that don't know you or just walk by you on the street, maybe you show up to an interview and these people don't know you from a hole in the wall, and then when you show up and you're morbidly obese, you look sloppy, you don't look disciplined, you look lazy, and it says a lot about your character. Now, that is just the truth. There are actual studies to back this up. I'm going to give you guys a prime example before I get into these studies. I'm going to give you a prime example. Last month, I went to meet with an attorney, and I went to meet with a CPA. All right, I have a small business, so I need to consult with people often. And I needed a new attorney, and I need a new CPA. I went to meet with two of these people. It just so happened that both of them were overweight. So when the attorney comes out, I see this woman, she's overweight, she looks sloppy. That was the first thing that I noticed when she came out of her office. And instantly in my mind, I already prejudged her. I already had an idea of who she was, and I do not think that she would be the best fit to look out for my best interests. I just didn't think that she would put her all into, what I needed to be done. All right. Needless to say, I did not retain her. Okay. When it came to the CPA, same thing. So he was lazy. I thought he looked frumpy, and I just did not think that he would do his due diligence to make sure that it would work in my best interest, because he wasn't even taking care of himself. Okay? I think it's important the way that you show up, especially on a first impression. Weight is something that you can't just change your weight in a day. I understand that. But it says a lot about where you have been and what you have been doing and how you've been treating yourself and doing these things. So being that weight in your life and your health is one of the most important things that you can take care of. My finances are probably not on the top of the list. That's how I look at it, right? If you can't take care of your own health, how good are you going to be at handling my finances? And so I didn't hire either one of them. So this is called weight bias. All right. Here is a study. This is from SHRM. All right. If you guys don't know what SHRM, so SHRM is like a website, an organization for human resources professionals. So it says here in this study, according to recent SHRM research on the state of weight discrimination in the workplace, 72% of U.S. employees have experienced unfair treatment at work due to their weight, say it has made them feel like quitting their jobs. And 11% of HR professionals say an applicant's weight has played a role in decisions their organizations have made during the job application process. Okay, so they're feeling the same thing when they're getting applicants and they're coming in for interviews and they see that they're overweight. How likely, so you come in, you're 300 pounds, and the next applicant that comes in is in shape, is fit, or at least they're not obese, right? And let's say that they're both equally qualified on paper. Who do you think that they are going to go with? These are just the facts. But now, to further support this, okay, I'm going to go into another study, all right, that talks about the effects that obese people have in the workplace. Over here, it says here, all right, this is by the endocrine.org. The researchers evaluated 719,482 employees with and without obesity in the market scan databases. They determined the percentage of employees with work loss numbers of hours, days lost from work, and costs associated with productivity loss were higher among people with overweight or obesity. The loss of work productivity was greater with each higher body mass index category. The researchers found costs associated with absenteeism, short and long-term disability, and workers' compensation were $891, $623, and $112 higher per year, respectively, for people with obesity compared to those with normal weight. So now they have even drawn, aside from the very understandable biases that they have, all right, there is actual data to support these biases that they have. Okay, so if I for instance, I have a small business, these are things that you have to consider, right? When I hire people, I want to make sure that I hire someone who is well suited for the job, who I think will last a long time. Turnover is something that kills businesses, causes burnout, and discourages small business owners like myself. All right, so employees, you don't want people coming in and out all the time. It costs a lot of money to hire people, rehire, retrain, and things like that. So if it looks like the person is not fit to fill their role, or it probably is not going to be there a long time, employers are going to they're going to use their best judgment to hire the person that is best qualified and that is going to cost them the least money, because we are in business to make a profit. So there you go. And this can come from having health issues. They're going to need more days off. They're going to need rest days. They're going to need days to go to the doctors, and complications and more illness. It's just a fact of life. I don't know. You guys, let me know what you think about this topic. Also, a big, one of the biggest myths that we hear in our cultures are thyroid. I can't tell y'all, I've heard this for years about thyroid issues. Listen, unless when you're asleep, that thyroid issue you got is like sucking up food from the fridge while you're asleep, and it is unbeknownst to you, there is just no possible way that thyroid is causing you to be morbidly obese. Thyroid issue is not causing you to shove a ton of food down your throat. And listen, I just want to be clear. I'm not harping on anyone. I'm just calling this particular video out that Premadonna put out because it was false. It was factually false. Everything she said was false and was actually the total opposite. I'm a little bit bigger right now than what I normally am, right? I am not comfortable. I got busy. I was really busy. I was eating on the go. I didn't have time to get to the gym. I have all the excuses in the world. It is what it is. I will get back in shape within the next 30 days here. That's not a big deal. But even me not being morbidly obese, I don't feel comfortable in myself. I don't feel confident. And I feel it, okay? I'm actually a little sick right now too. And it's probably because I haven't been taking care of myself the way I normally do. But the thyroid thing, I'm gonna pull up some information that I found on the thyroid issue, because this is a myth that needs to be debunked. All right, I don't want to hear this anymore about thyroid is the reason why everybody's so overweight. It's nonsense. All right, so it says right here, this is a study by NortonHealthCareProvider.com, or this is where the article lives. According to Lisa J. Folsom, medical doctor and a pediatric and adult endocrinologist with Norton Community Medical Associates and Norton Children's Endocrinology, affiliated with the UOFL of School of Medicine. She says a lot of misinformation is out there about thyroid, Dr. Folsom said. There is no connection between obesity and hypothyroidism. There are other articles written on this and other pieces, okay? In fact, weight gain is not typically a finding with new onset hypothyroidism. For example, a study of 1,400 children referred for obesity found only 0.5% had thyroidism. Okay, so looking at children with autoimmune hypothyroidism, thyroid enlargement was common, but weight gain was rare, and their body mass index was equal to that of the general population. Studies evaluating patients' weight before and after treatment with thyroid medication have shown no significant amount of weight loss. Also, this is not the only study. There is a number of them. So, we have to stop. We have a habit of hearing these myths and just kind of repeating it. It's kind of like, when you was young and your mom would say, turn the light off in the car, we're going to go to jail, or you're going to get pulled over, right? Like, it's just not true, right? There's no law regarding this, at least none that I'm aware of now as an adult. I actually looked into this and it was false. We live in a time right now where everything that was once normal is now abnormal. Everything that was once good is now not good. The world has been turned upside down. And when it comes to health, I think that we should be more cautious and do more due diligence instead of just repeating nonsense that we hear to make us feel better about ourselves. Now, if Premadonna wants to be big, that is her prerogative. But what Coach Stormy said, I think, was more powerful, more impactful, and more uplifting. Okay, even though maybe her delivery didn't appeal to everyone, she was actually speaking facts. And I think that in a time like today, honesty, facts, actual data to support your statements is needed, because we are living in a world of just complete lunacy. All right. And what Premadonna said in this video was just that. It was just lunacy nonsense. So anyway, you guys, I'm out. Let me know your thoughts. Comment below.